Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Bet Friends Beyond podcast, episode 158. I'm one of your hosts, Chris, alongside the world champion, Joe. What's poppin', Joe?
See how you got quieter? This is where I want you to pay attention. You were good, and then you got quiet. And then we have this asshole here. This is where I need more this.
Is it that I'm quiet or that you're a loud, obnoxious asshole?
It's the... I'll give you the real answer, by the way. I will give you the real answer. The real answer is that you revert and talk from the back of your throat, whereas I always talk from the front of my mouth. That's why I'm always louder. You see it, because hold on, I can do it. If you talk back like this, then you're talking from the back. See how much quieter it is. But if you talk from the front of your mouth, people can hear you. There's another person I know who's worse than you, because like I could be sitting next to them, and they'll talk from their throat so much that I go, I can't hear you. And it's not so much that you're being quiet, it's that you're back here, and everything's absorbing the sound. Whereas, tip of the tongue, top of the mouth, tip of the tongue, front of the teeth. That's how you. That's why that's a fucking thing in acting.
A little bit Bill Cosby started to come out there for a second. I just want you to know that.
Oh, there was more Hank Hill in my head. Like, well, you know what? If you talk back here, then you just go, well, dang it, Bobby. And that's part of why Hank Hill is Hank Hill.
My new favorite thing online, because...
Porn?
Yes. I like to jerk off to it. No.
I wonder why no one listens to this fucking show. Go on.
People are putting country songs through AI generators and just making it so Hank Hill's singing it. And I think I like country now, John.
No. This is the whole point. There is no... I'm going to say this, and people can get angry, and it's okay, because when you're wrong, you get angry. There is no such thing as country music. Country music is an accent. There is no such thing as country music. So when Hank Hill, who does nominally not have an accent, sings country music, you're just hearing a song sung properly and not done like this because I want to sound country like I'm a rebel, but I'm just a cuck that lives in the suburbs. Go on.
No, I did realize...
I could do improv musicals. Go on.
What I did realize is that I don't hate country. It's that I don't like pop music, and that's all country music is now.
Yeah, it's shitty pop music.
But I do like folk music, and all country music is folk music with an accent.
Yeah. And occasionally a steel guitar. Perhaps a fiddle.
I'm a big fan of steel guitars.
Steel guitars are fun.
Yeah.
But that's just it too. It's that's what I mean. Like, steel guitar can and has been used in anything. Mm-hmm. It's just an instrument. Mm-hmm. But it just became defined as a country thing. But steel guitar is also more of a blues thing. Like, all country music, it's all blues. It's just what other instruments are with you. Classic blues and jazz is brass and trumpets. Mm-hmm. But you can take a blues song and just do it with a fucking bass rhythm, steel guitar, drums, and it's not going to sound like blues, but it is blues. Mm-hmm.
But
Fuck country music.
But as we all know, it all sounds like shit on vinyl.
Well, that's right. I got to get my... So Best Buy... Remember how Macho Man was on vinyl for free record store day? Best Buy is just doing a straight up red vinyl printing of it that you can just buy. So after we're done recording, now that I have a fresh credit card, I'm going to go... It's like $20-$30 or whatever. I'm like, so I'm just going to get it, and then I'm going to get a fucking sleeve or something to put it in, because I'm never going to listen to it because it's fucking vinyl.
Yeah, why would you listen to vinyl?
It's awful. But I'm going to have Macho Man, Be a Man Hogan. It's called Be a Man, but it's Be a Man Hogan. That's the full title, because fuck Hulk Hogan. On red vinyl. And it's going to make me happy. Purple vinyl would also make me happy. Listen, for the record, if anyone's listening to this, and you have the Macho Man Be a Man on purple vinyl and you want to send it to me, go ahead. I will have multiple albums I won't listen to of this fucking record.
There's a part of me that wants to go with you because I know somebody that would be a perfect Christmas present for.
I'm just going to order online. So
okay.
Get shipped to the house.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going into a fucking store. What am I? 50?
I guess I got a little boomer in me.
So my parents are getting high speed. We're going to talk about this because it makes me laugh. And my mom calls me because it's Spectrum. They're bringing it down the road. And she goes, well, I called for them to set it up.
So they're getting cable internet?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you say high speed, and we now live in a world where that means fiber optic.
I know. Yeah, but I still, like, I don't have fiber optic, so that's where, yeah. More than fucking shitty satellite doesn't work when it rains. So she calls me, and she goes, when I called to make up the appointment that they could set up, she goes, they said I could just set it up myself. I'm like, you can. I know you won't, but you can. She goes, they said if I had, like, a Roku stick, I could just use that instead of a cable box. And I go, and I thought about it, and she's like, so let me know. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, I call her, I go, Mel, when'd you buy those TVs? How old were those TVs? And she's like, I don't know. And probably had them both for like 10 years. I'm like, those TVs don't... Roku sticks won't work with them. Those TVs don't have USB ports. I go, you have a coax cable and you have the... Just get a cable box.
They might.
So I looked it up. Before I went into it, I looked it up. There was a Roku product. Now, you can get a Roku box. Now, but a Roku box is like $100. So I go, at that point, you're spending, because they want 2 boxes for 2 TVs. I go, you're spending $200 when you just get cable boxes from fucking Spectrum. Mm-hmm. There was a product that would convert and work with a Roku stick and an older TV, and that product has been discontinued.
Well, because my old TV is over 10 years old, and it had a USB port in it.
Yeah, but they like the one that she had was literally it was the in between flat screen and tube.
Oh,
so that's old, and that's the other one's flat, but it's like an old fucking flat. So it's like
this one's hilarious because it's a flat screen.
Because I don't think a Roku this has a USB too. I don't think a Roku stick would work on this.
Yeah, well,
because like I can't plug my computer into this.
I had an Amazon Fire Stick and that one, so. Tomato.
Well, no, one's clearly good, and one's clearly bad. Which is which? Will let you decide. Fuck Hulk Hogan. Go on.
No, that TV makes me laugh because it's a flat screen, but it's still in that era of like TVs are big and heavy.
Yeah.
So like I can carry it on my own, but it's not like today, like the new TV I bought last year, where like I could carry it with one hand.
Well, that's just it. Like, the one that she has that I used to have, that was the one I had before this, and I've had this for 8 years. It was technically a flat screen. Mm-hmm. The back wasn't flat.
Yep, that's exactly what this is.
Yeah. So to go back to which one's evil and which one's good, if you think that the Amazon Fire Stick is good, go to Chris's Patreon and give him $5. If you think that the Roku Stick's good, go to my Patreon and give me $5, and then we will scientifically decide which one's good or not.
So what happens when nobody goes to either?
Clearly they're sinners going to hell. I condemn thee! Go on.
Joe, let's watch season 3, episode 4.
Why would we start now?
Of Batman Beyond.
We are technically 7 hours into recording across 2 weeks, and we have yet to begin an episode
titled Big Time. The story, Joe.
Yeah.
The story is by Robert Goodman and Tom Ruger.
Ooh.
Like that last name.
Do you?
And the teleplay is by Robert Goodman, directed by James Tucker.
Does he understand the words that are coming out of your mouth?
No.
So you're getting a little quiet again. See how those things get low? See those things get low? You gotta bring it up.
Next time I'm just going to bring a recorder in, because apparently that's what we do here now.
This is an ocarina.
I know.
It's a dragon dagger with my little dragon symbol. It has the fingering to do the actual do 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 do, and I just can't make it work in my head. And I was trying to like do this, and I'm like, nah, I just can't. It doesn't sound right to my ear, and I'm also not sure if I should be doing like a flute or well, that's a see, that's a flute. But I tend to do fucking saxophone like it has a reed, like... But that's my new fun. So the reason I got this, because I got this at Gen Con. Fuck this story. The reason I got this was because last year Colossus bought one of these because it's really cool. It was like $30. Somebody made this. Like, it's not mass produced. Somebody made this, painted it. So he bought it, and then he was showing the other guys, and I was there when he bought the first one. And he goes, "Yeah, I still don't know how to play anything." I'm like, fuck, I guess now I have to buy it so that I can learn how to play it and be like, I've had this a year less than you and I can do it now.
Stick 'em up, pal.
Fuck this fucking... Big time! I'm gonna use my pizza pen.
I was really hoping we were going to get the Batman Beyond version of the Jazzman this episode.
In my heart, we'd see it's a pizza pen.
I see. I noticed that over there, and it made me laugh because I was at a Dollar Tree the other day.
That's what I got.
Like, look at the
I
pizza
saw it
bread.
a couple times. I'm like, fuck it. I got the donut over there too. I'm like, whatever. I need more stupid food pens in my life. It's a mama truck with a baby truck inside. Oh no! Leave that baby truck alone. That's really hot, guys. You shouldn't have grabbed that there.
Now look at those muscles. They don't feel heat.
That's not how that works.
That's how it works.
That's not how it works.
That's why guys go to the gym.
No. That's not why guys go to the gym. Whoosh. Whooshing. Look at all these people wearing heels. Heels are huge in the future. Men wear heels. Lady wears heels. That dreadlock guy, he ain't got no heels.
This is the true origin story of COVID right here.
What?
They're leaving a Wuhan lab right now, and there's COVID in that container.
They're in Gotham City, sir.
Gotham City's in Wuhan. You didn't know that?
I did not know that. Why is that man wearing heels? Oh yeah, then Wolverine over here. That's right. Forgot about that.
Yeah. Because we got to remind everybody that the suit has a bunch of electronics in it.
Yeah. And this guy wears his blades on his fucking girdle. It
And
really is just reverse Wolverine,
And
too.
just so Marvel doesn't sue.
Oh no!
It's underneath. It's in the palm.
Yeah.
Not
Splish
nothing.
splash, I was making a plague. Once upon a Saturday night. If you touch it, taste it, or smell it. You want it so bad, Batman? Here's a grenade. Bah! I made a funny joke. That's not a joke. Jokes have punchlines.
Grenades don't affect the driver's seat.
Disengage. Autobots roll out. Whee!
Oh, well, the water's contaminated.
Didn't he throw one guy out already? Why is he back on the truck?
I don't understand where these two came from.
He threw him out of the truck. Ah, the cafe. Yes, that simple, well-known double-layer cafe. Because cafes make so much money. Agrichem has been after the formula for years. Interpol. I didn't know Interpol still existed. I thought I burned them out in the 70s. Oh, this fucking douchebag's trying to rape his girlfriend.
Batman to the rescue.
Hey, big time. All right, you can rape her. It's okay. Like, that's literally what happens. He's assaulting his girlfriend, and then he's like, hey, I know you. I know you too. Ah, girls will be girls. Then he's Bigelow, too, makes me laugh.
Charlie, big time
Bigelow. Because I think when I originally watched this, they just in the dark side on Bam Bam. Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah, I remember Bam Bam.
I love Bam Bam. I'll say this here. If someone wants to give me money for it, I'll do it too. I always said, if I knew my hair would grow back, I always wanted to get the flames on my head like Bam Bam had. I wanted to be able to grow it and cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm in the point in my life where I'm like, fuck it. Just get flames on my head. What do I care? But they actually had footage of him getting the flames on his head tattooed.
Mm-hmm. That's phenomenal. Is it, so? How many seasons is that show now?
Dark Side?
Yeah,
I think this is the 4th or 5th.
okay. Feels like it's been out forever.
Well, because they took a couple years off because they did the Tales from the Territories. The same guys did it, I think. Or no, maybe they didn't. And then at one point they were going to do something either for WWE or about Vince or something. So that was also, that's where people are like, oh, the show's canceled. And it's like, no, they're doing a different project. But yeah, they're not all, like, not all the episodes are great, but I like a lot of them. And a lot of them are, you know, like I liked Bam Bam because I forgot how long Bam Bam was around. And it was his fucking, they had his daughter on. And I'm like, holy shit, his daughter's hot. She's like 22 or something. But I forgot, he died in like 2000 or 01 or, no, like 01, 02, something like that. Like, he's been gone a long time.
It was brought to my attention last night, actually, that there was a wrestler named Sid Vicious.
Yeah. Also known as Sid Justice. He's still alive. Yeah, he was Sid Justice in New York. He was Sid Vicious in WCW. And then when he went back to New York, he was Psycho Sid. Because he was legitimately a little off balance. Because that was also after... I know we're not talking about this episode, but a kid fucking Terry knew is a fucking scumbag. Oh no. How riveting.
We gotta reestablish that Terry was once in juvie.
I guess. I don't know why. This makes me laugh. Because it is, like, this would actually work. This is just a con. But, when he was, so he was in... He might have been in WCW first. I think he was in... Yeah, he was in WCW first, then he went to New York. Then they were setting him up, and to explain how Psycho Sid was. Vince wanted him to be the next Hulk Hogan. He wanted him to be the next, like, huge babyface. And Sid's like, no, I think the money's in me as a heel. So he was offered the chance to be the next Hogan. He's like, nah, I think I should be a bad guy. So then he feuded with Hogan. Then he went back to WCW. They were at a bar, and I think he was shit-talking Flair, because Flair wasn't there. But Arn Anderson, who was Flair's buddy, was. So they had some very harsh words amongst each other. And they were drunk. They were very drunk, because the wrestlers on the road. And Sid, the story goes, nobody knows exactly how, what, but whatever. Story goes, Sid then went to Arn's hotel room, knocked on the door. Arn answered the door, and Sid stabbed him with a pair of fucking scissors. And when I say stab, I mean it went into his fucking artery. Arn, who was drunk, then stumbled down to the bar because Vader said he was there. He tells her, he's like, he was there. I saw him down, and he was bleeding. And I think he pulled the scissors out at that point, or somebody pulled the scissors out, so he's trying to stop the bleeding as he's drunk. And Vader's like, I stuck my fingers in to stop the bleeding. And they said if I didn't, he would have bled out before they got there because he was drunk. And it was like a main artery. So then when Sid went back to New York, that was where Vince was talking to Cornette. He's like, dude, should we bring Sid back? And he's like, well, he's a fucking psycho, but if you can deal with that, I guess it's okay. And they started calling him Psycho Sid. And the other thing about Sid was he liked playing softball. So he didn't want to be on the road during softball season because he wanted to go home and play in his rec softball league. That's when wrestling was fun because everyone was fucking nuts.
That's amazing. Yeah, I made a comment about Sid Vicious on Facebook because I'm a boomer, and somebody said no, Sid Vicious broke his leg back in 2001. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, Sid Vicious has been dead since 79.
Sid was also... that of course is why he was Sid Vicious. But Sid was also like he was Undertaker size. So he was like 6'9", 6'10". Mm-hmm. You know how he broke his fucking leg?
No.
He went to do a fucking leg drop off the top rope and landed on his fucking leg and it snapped live on TV. And that's why big men shouldn't go to the fucking top rope and try to do stupid shit. Because it was just a freak occurrence, but it was just like, yeah, I hate that shit though. I don't like. could have been our tickets to the big leagues, but you want to be a gopher the rest of your life. And you're going to be a freak, so you know.
Dude, you go to the big league. Guess who you're going to come across? Batman. Me, motherfucker.
I'm going to put a batarang up your ass.
Because I don't like it, it's going to be blue.
No, blue is Batman's color. You didn't know that?
Stop it, Joe.
It's why he has a blue bat on his chest.
God damn it.
So
there's a little bug on there.
In HeroClix, we're getting this Mr.
Sid
Freeze's.
Vicious?
No, unfortunately not. We're getting Mr. Freeze's polar bears from Sub-Zero, the movie.
That's phenomenal.
Yep. Because that's why they did the poll the other day, and they're doing the tournament of goons, which is a cute thing to do for social media engagement. And it was the polar bear versus the Thunderer of Cord. So when I shared it, I just go, just Thunderer of Cord just wrestling a polar bear?
Just wrestling a gold?
I thought about
another quick side.
That hold on, I can't remember what is it. The call. In the call part 2, I think it's part 2. I had another thought from that where it's like, why does Superman have bodyguards?
So, yeah, another thing when I was looking things up.
Yeah.
Because of course, as I'm on my back porch drinking and.
Old man on the back porch. Old man on the back porch. Old man on the back porch, and that old man is Chris.
Just blaring punk rock. And I was listening to some Sex Pistols.
You are a fucking boomer.
Yeah. I was listening to Sex Pistols, and I was looking up stuff on Sid Vicious, and the what are they called? Re-something figures that...
Reaction figures.
Reaction figures.
Yeah.
They made a Sid Vicious reaction figure.
Of course they did.
Because everybody missed the point of Sid Vicious, apparently.
Yeah. I love this fucking idiot gets splashed by a biohazard chemical and just goes, alright, I guess I'll keep lugging this thing along.
And now he has the power and strength of COVID. Oh, we're going to get a bat plant. That's soil that fell on top of Batman. That was a gardening joke, everybody. Hence why Joe didn't laugh.
Because it was an awful fucking joke. How are they running in heels? I call bullshit. I also love how he has one glove on. Like, kid, did you miss the point? Like... That ain't dirt.
Oh, there it is.
Looks like Dookie. Grrr. My gritted teeth.
We have a guy at work who grew up in Syracuse.
Yep.
In the city.
Circus.
And we were explaining to him what a shit spreader is.
Yep.
And it was hilarious that he was so disgusted by
Fucking
what a
city
shit
folk.
spreader was.
Fucking city folk.
To which one of the guys I work with then...
This is some fucking kink shit right here. Them heels stepping on him.
Oh, those heels are pronounced, too.
Big time Charlie likes him some kink play. Call him daddy. Call him daddy.
There's definitely some leather he's wearing, too.
Or latex. Oh, yeah. See how turned on he is?
Yep.
Look at that hand.
There's the COVID powers right there.
With the power of an enlarged heart. Bitch, why are you crossing your arms all the time?
Because she's angry.
Put a fucking sweater on.
She wears the low-cut dress, but she doesn't want people staring.
Hey, bud. Let me cough on you a little bit.
This is how pandemics start, Terry.
Terry always knew. We already had an episode about that. You need to turn yourself in to the law. I'm a Hulk.
I forgot that he fucking like hulks out.
Yeah, I rewatched all of Venture Brothers. I think I talked about it. I rewatched Venture Brothers. I finished it.
Okay.
And then I was like, I don't want to wait a couple weeks for the movie. I really like these guys. I'll spend the $7 to support them. So I watched the movie too.
How was the movie?
I liked it. It was very good. It's not. It was more fun than like groundbreaking. So something fancy about it. More fun than groundbreaking. But apparently, I looked up afterwards. And I'm like, did I miss something? And they had written season 8. Then got told, nope, we're not doing it.
Yep.
Then got told, you can have a movie instead. So they went, okay. And they turned season 8 into a movie. And you can tell. Like, you see, like, oh, if this was a full season, things would have played out longer.
Yeah, because I know it's like 15-minute episodes.
Yeah, they're like 20. They're full length.
They're full length? Okay.
Maybe they're 20, but still, like...
Yeah, that's full length.
Yeah. My dick looks so tiny now. Oh no! I got the Arnold tooth!
Grundy.
Pitter patter. You expect me to pay you for lousing up? No, because I saw a video too where it was this white girl that can speak Mandarin Chinese, and so, or maybe it was Japanese, and they go, speak Chinese with a southern accent, and she started doing it, and it really started to bother me. Because I was like, this ain't fucking right. Here's another thing, another fun thing. You know ASMR? Oh, here we go. Here's this motherfucker with his tiny little arm and his big jerk-off arm.
Yeah, it's Grundy.
No.
Versus Wolverine.
Solomon Grundy was born on a Monday.
You don't know when this dude was born?
Not on a Monday. Look at that humpback. Grundy ain't got no humpback. Grundy just fucks.
That's true. I've seen the movies.
What were we talking about before that I was going to say something about?
I don't know.
Oh, ASMR.
But now we're talking about Grundy fucking.
ASMR. So are you familiar with ASMR videos?
Unfortunately, yes.
They bother me. And I don't mean no. When I watch them, I start to feel anxiety and anger.
Yes.
I don't like them.
Yes. My ex used to listen to them at night.
To go to sleep or
and
whatever.
If I was having one of those nights where I couldn't sleep, or I was just lying there with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
And she would come in and just put it on. And I literally one day just like freaked out and was like, turn that fucking shit off.
Yeah.
And then walked out of the room and she's like, what'd I do?
But yeah.
But it's like, I was literally sitting there for 10, 15 minutes, feeling anxious and angry at everything going on. Yeah, I can't stand those videos.
And like I'll even like I'll get goosebumps, like my not in a good, like I'll just like I'll have a physical reaction of like this. I don't like this. And I think it's funny because people are like, "Oh, it's to calm you down." Like, not me, motherfucker.
No,
that puts me in a fight mode. That was such an awkward backup. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna get the respect I deserve. Okay, Tumor Head. That should be his name, Tumor Head. Got one little arm.
That's one big eyebrow.
Swing with the big arm, and then punch you with the little one.
See, that's the mistake he made. He punched the little one.
I just love how he's like, bleh, bleh. Like he's moving in slow motion. Oh, Charlie. Charlie!
I want to see these handcuffs.
They're just fucking tire irons. They're tie rods bent around to hold them. I knew something. Bullshit, you knew something like this was going to happen? That was a freak occurrence. Nobody could have seen that shit coming.
If you knew this was coming, you better be going to buy a lottery ticket. Can you imagine the real conversation?
That was my reaction when she said it the first time. It's like, I knew something like this was going to happen. No, you didn't. No one could have seen that coming.
Can you imagine, like, real life, we're just doing our thing, and then we turn on the news, and our buddy Craig turns into a giant Hulk monster with a tumor coming out of his back and rampages through the city, and I look at you and say, like, I saw that one coming. Like,
the most unbelievable part about that is us turning on the news.
He's not wrong.
I knew that was gonna get you. Oh,
It's
yeah. I don't. So again, different time, a different place. I get it, but I really just am over. Oh, Terry knows a kid, and they get a power, and Terry has to deal with it. Like let me just give me Batman beating people up. I don't care. Fuck this. Fuck these kids and their shitty problems.
I think I still have like really hard nostalgia for the show and love it, but like I can tell in this season up until a point, because we're gonna get to a point where I'm like I get really into the Call.
Yeah.
Where like I have very vivid memories of that because fucking Justice League.
Right.
But we're at a point where it's like I think they were given a third season and they're just like, fuck, what do we do now?
Let's bring Royal Flush Gang back. Let's bring Ink back multiple times.
And then just bring her back and not explain it.
Let's name someone Repeller. Oh, like they're a plane? No.
That's Propeller, you moron.
Oh, but yeah.
But have you noticed too, Hillary J. Bader did like...
I don't know. I don't pay attention to who writes this shit. Because it's shit.
So she's only done 2 episodes this season. And I'm pretty sure this is when the comic book's coming out.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I got around that.
But Joe... I thought you were going to play me a tune. Where can people find you? On the internet.
I was going to answer you with notes. JoePank.com, I guess. You can follow me on Instagram at JoePank36. You can go to the Patreon because none of you have done it, so we're going to ask for money. Shocker, shocker. Patreon.com/JoePank. If you want to prove your loyalty to the Roku stick, or Patreon.com/ClicksNexus if you just want to support someone that's doing good work in the world and making the world a better place and playing this Orcarina.
You can follow my antics on FortressComicNews.com. My Patreon is patreon.com/FortressComics. You can follow me on Truth Social You can find me on pretty much any other social media network at Fortress Chris. And if you want to support this show in particular, 5-star reviews on podcatchers. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below on the YouTube version.
Tell your friends.
Tell a friend. And then also tell that friend to give Joe money.
And also go to enjoyyourfrozendick.com and buy something, you filthy animals.
See y'all here next time.
So, one half of his body got, like, really big. And the other got, like, a little bigger. So what if one of his balls was just, like, the size of a boulder and was just slapping his leg the whole time? That would chafe really bad. But then would the sperm be bigger? Because that's the story they don't have the balls to tell. Big time's monster sperm just swimming like a fucking barracuda trying to find an egg.
So I know the bit is I'm not supposed to talk here, but if half his body is split...
But it's not a perfect split, because like his brow over here is really big, but then his arm on his left is really big. So it's like, it's all over the place.
So is his dick just all lumpy?
That's what I'm thinking. Is like I'm thinking like half of it, like so his dick is like a candy cane now, because one half is so big that it just curls around onto itself. So he's always hitting his balls with his money shot. If we actually had Patreon supporters, this is the kind of thing that would be behind a paywall. So if you never want to hear this again, you should give us money.